Hello and welcome back to All Things Beauty Supply. My name is Tyra. I'm the owner of a beauty supply store. I opened my beauty supply store in 2024. I started this channel so that way I can inspire others that want to get started in the beauty supply industry. Just wanted to touch on a few things today. I have them written down because the way that things work today, I can't remember anything. One key thing that you want to get started on once you fully make up your mind in getting started in beauty supply is finding the vendors. Now, it's not that complicated. You can do simple Google searches for hair care products to find the distribution companies that are local in the state that you're in, or whatever state is closest that has one that's closest to you. The hair vendors, they're the major companies that you already know about. The key with them is determining where you're going to open. If you're in too close a proximity to another beauty supply store, you may have some troubles opening an account with some of the hair vendors. I don't know a full rhyme or reason to the madness. I've been very lucky to not have to experience that where I decided to open my store. I am located next to one other beauty supply store, which is probably about 2 miles away from me. However, there are no other ones in that proximity. You have to travel at least 4 or 5 miles in another direction in order to get to one of those stores. One thing to keep in mind is that a lot of the hair vendors, they have minimum purchase amounts. There are some strategic ways that you can kind of get around it. Outside of that, it is what it is. You have to spend a certain amount of money in order to make a purchase from them. Once you do make your initial purchase, you don't have to spend that amount again. You can reorder. Some do have smaller minimums, but nothing close to what the initial startup is. One thing to keep in mind is that a lot of the hair vendors, they have minimum purchase amounts. There are some strategic ways that you can kind of get around it. Outside of that, it is what it is. You have to spend a certain amount of money in order to make a purchase from them. Once you do make your initial purchase, you don't have to spend that amount again. You can reorder. Some do have smaller minimums, but nothing close to what the initial startup is. A lot of the beauty supply store distributors are located between New Jersey, Atlanta, Texas area. There are others, but there are some major distributors that have multiple warehouses in a few different states, Chicago as well. One of the biggest obstacles when dealing with some of these vendors is the verbiage that they might use for the documents that you need to submit to them to prove that you are a legit business. Depending on what state you're in, they'll ask for a business license. When I'm in New Jersey, so my state only issues a business certificate. They give you an article of formation document and a sales tax document. That's all you need in order to open some of these accounts. But for some reason, they're confused about the wording of whichever document they're looking for. Best thing that I can tell you is to ask for a example document of what they're looking for if you're confused. Now, I'm planning on helping other business owners, so feel free to email me. I have my email listed below, and I will try to answer as many questions as I possibly can. But also keep in mind that I am running my store, so I can help, but only to a certain extent. I really don't want to spend a whole lot of time on, it's boring, but yet important, which is how to properly form your business. Those types of questions, you can Google it or email me. I'll guide you in the right direction. It's not difficult. It's just literally getting started, filing your paperwork. In most cases, you can open your business legit overnight. I just started my YouTube channel, but I recommend starting a channel and documenting your entire journey. Get comfortable speaking on camera because people want to see and learn from your experience, many people's experience. Not one person's experience opening a store is exactly the same. So show people what it takes to open a store. Show people what it takes to get started. Show people what consistency looks like. I'm sure you'll inspire someone. Another thing to consider when opening a store is what type of store do you want to be? Now, in my case, I hate going into a beauty supply store. It's cluttered. Things are all over the place. So I went for a completely different look and feel. I have a very warm atmosphere when people come into my store. I keep it smelling good. And I was just going for a totally different environment for us to shop in. I try to provide as much product information as I can to my customers. So that's something that you want to consider as well, is once you decide what type of products you're going to carry, researching and learning what the product uses are for, so that way you can guide people in the right direction. Because a typical beauty supply store, you're not able to get help because they don't know, they have no idea how to take care of different types of hair. Well, like I said, I encourage everyone to start their own YouTube channel to help inspire others to open a beauty supply store or whatever other business they may have in mind. You can get monetized on YouTube, so why not share your journey and possibly make some money doing it as well. Thank you for tuning in to All Things Beauty Supply. My name is Tyra, and I'll see you next time.